Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. A quick check now at the starting lineups for both teams. First for the Heat, Chalmers and D. Wade are the guards. And it's Bosh in at the 5 down low. And it's LeBron James. And it's Haslam in at the 4 spot. And then for the Los Angeles Lakers, Nash and Bryant in the backcourt. And it's Kaman in at the 5, roaming the paint. And it's Young, and it's Gasol in at the 4 spot.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
And Kobe, here we go, and that is good.
Well, the number one priority for defense when you face this guy is to keep him getting anywhere from the basket because he's just so strong as a finisher.
And you know what, Steve? We also have to talk about his shooting. I mean, the fact that he copes with tight D better than anyone is something to make note of. His percentage stays the same, and if he's wide open, he's automatic.
At the line for
Kobe Bryant now at 35 years of age, and you know what impresses me is the way he's adapted his game and remained so effective. Even as he's lost a little in the way of explosiveness, he can now beat you on the ground as much as he used to be able to beat you in the air.
Now here's Wade. Kicks it out to LeBron. Shoots the 3. And the rebound goes to Pau Gasol.
Well, they're fortunate. The defense is taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
Nash dishes to Gasol. Good, and the assist goes to Nash. Clark, you mentioned Kobe's changes offensive. Plays a lot more, Steve, I think, with his back to the basket.
Well, he's always had great footwork, but he's taken it to the next level. He's so elusive with those pump fakes and the spins. Even with the hand in his face, he's one of the best in the league when it comes to knocking down contested jumpers.
And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
Well, LeBron is far enough along now in his career where you can start to project some of his career stats, and they're staggering. I mean, he could end up the first player ever to end up with 30,000 points, 10,000 assists, and 10,000 rebounds. I mean, that's remarkable.
And the first one at the line is good. And when you talk about LeBron's ability to pile up stats, whether it's scoring or rebounding or passing, Clark, he can do it all.
He really can. He's dominant in every facet of the game, and you love his durability and his stamina. He is a stat sheet stuffer supreme, and that's the highest level of stat sheet stuffing you can have, and he's at the pinnacle of the peak.
Well said. And James drills them both.
You know, if there was no salary cap, no max contract in the NBA, you'd have to wonder what LeBron James would command for his salary. I mean, he clearly is worth more than the maximum you can pay him because he's so far ahead of everybody else in the league in terms of talent. I think Kevin Durant is probably the only one who comes close to him in terms of a guy of that size and that ability.
That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade.
Looks like he might be on his game today, Clark.
Lakers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. It's Nash with the drive, and Young kicks to Kaman. That's tipped and stolen by LeBron. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. James with the ball. Nick Young on the wing. And here's Bryant for 3. Young against LeBron. Young passes to Kaman. Tries again. And there's the call on Bosh. That's his first foul. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And that one's good by Kobe. And going back to the topic of max contracts, if those were higher relative to the cap, it might be harder to assemble the big 3-star trios we, for instance, see in Miami.
And, Kevin, I think that's where we're heading with the new CBA. It's going to be more and more difficult to put 3 max guys together. And so teams are kind of working their way through this new CBA, trying to figure out how they're going to structure their payrolls going forward.
Now Nash, after LeBron's 3-pointer that didn't go. And here's Bryant for three. Kobe can't get that one to fall. Miami trailing. Here's Wade. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
Lakers have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Kobe with it. Wade picks him up. The shot is off.
Really good offensive execution. Nice pick, just couldn't get the shot to go.
Boy, you love to see that as a basketball purist. The guy setting a good screen and then getting the shot opportunities.
From deep, James, that's good. LeBron's got 10 points.
And as hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan should be simple. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
The drive by Bryant. Wade with the defensive effort.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
James kicks to Bosh. Wade on the wing. Tries a three. The Lakers with the rebound. Young dishes to Kobe. Right side, Kobe. Nash the pass to King. Back to Nash. Lakers passing it around, and that one's good.
Oh, and the bounce pass was the key to the play.
The Heat with the lead. Chalmers off the pick from Hazard. And Chalmers kicks to Bosh. He feeds it to Wade. Bosh heads the pick for Wade. LeBron James on the wing. LeBron is doubled. Just 5 to shoot. LeBron left side. The three. That's good. James has got 13.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Here's Bryant. Good. 9 points in the game so far.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should really continue to work it down low, Clark. That's really going to free up the rest of their offense.
Now, here's Chalmers. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. And he gets it to go. Lakers trail by 4. Nash with it. Got a piece of it. Now, here's Chalmers. Pass to LeBron. And they double up James. Bosh dishes to LeBron. Now the pass to Chalmers. A three-pointer off the mark. LA's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Chalmers against Bryant. And that one's good. Bryant's got 11 points.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
Yeah, it sure has, Clark. I mean, with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they really haven't had to do much on the perimeter.
Miami calls their first time out of the game. The Heat making a switch here. Battier's checked in. For Miami, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame.
You know, Heat head coach Eric Spoelstra worked his way up from the very bottom in that organization. I mean, he got his start as a video coordinator, and through years of hard work and dedication has really become an outstanding coach.
Just 4 to shoot. Here's Wade. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. Wade's got his second bucket of the game to go.
How about the first quarter for him at the offensive end? He's really had the touch going.
Here's Bryant. And he banks in the layup. And back to Coach Eric Spoelstra. As a guy who got his start as a video coordinator, picking the game apart, Steve, he's very comfortable with the new advanced stat move, analytics in the NBA.
Yeah, and I've had a chance to speak with him quite a bit. He says that the way they use advanced stats is just as a conversation piece in the coaching room. Their analytics department will bring them various information, and it will force them to ask questions, which is very healthy for a coaching staff to do.
Here's Blake following the basket by Kobe Bryant. He nails it, and we're tied up.
You know, they're being very one-dimensional right now, going to the post every time. But if it works, you don't need another dimension.
Well, they're taking this defense to task, quite honestly. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Now here's Anderson. And Cole kicks to James. Beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to Pau Gasol. Gasol's got his third rebound tonight. Hill, a screen on Wade. Johnson, the pass to Gasol. The jump hook, and too long on the shot.
I like the work there, contesting that shot that looked like it was going to be easy, but they forced the miss.
You know what? He got it in close, but couldn't finish in traffic.
And Young kicks to Johnson. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down. Stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam on the end of it.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft D, I can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here, because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides.
Here's Battier after the basket by the Lakers. Cole dishes to Anderson. Cole the pass to Battier. And Cole kicks to Wade. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Wade's got the game tied up here for the Heat.
Well, he's a really difficult cover because if he gets anywhere near the rim, he can finish. Great strength, the ability to convert in the lane. Boy, that's tough to defend.
And applies even if he has to absorb contact getting to the rim.
Now, here is Young. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
Wade kicks to Cole. Back to Wade. Good ball movement here by Miami. Here's Cole, guarded by Blake. And the dunk by James.
How about that? Take a peek at that move. We don't get to see plays like that very often.
No, we don't. You're right. Sailing in off the baseline for the reverse stuff.
Yeah, boy, what a dunk. That is just special.
Now here's Johnson. Kicks to Blake. Back to Johnson. Johnson right side. Hill inside. Battier on him. Feeds to Gasol. Young dishes to Johnson. Jump shot is good that time. And the Lakers lead by 2.
Boy, this game is off to a terrific start.
No doubt. On both sides, high-octane offense.
And the Heat call time here.
You know, it seems to me Nick Young is a perfect guy to have coming off the bench because he's a volume shooter and scorer who can get hot in a hurry. But I think his best role is to play him kind of in a Jamal Crawford type role.
Ray Allen, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. James in the post. He's guarded by Johnson. Going back to Nick Young, Clark, mostly a scorer.
He sure is, Kevin, an athletic 6'7" wing. I don't think there's any reason he can't be a plus rebounder and defender, but it's clear that his focus primarily has been on the offensive end.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in this first half.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
And the first one at the line is good.
You know, no denying it's been a heck of a run the last few years for the Heat, but you can't help but wonder if the impending 2014 summer of free agency could be the end of it all. The big three came together in a flash of lightning, it seemed, but it could end just as fast if one or all decide to opt out.
And both free throws good for LeBron. And Clark, as you were saying, the trio of LeBron, Wade, and Bosh all have options in their contracts to become free agents in 2014 if they choose to. And, Steve, you have to think that at least one or two of them might exercise that right.
Well, you know LeBron will, because he's the most underpaid athlete probably in the history of sports. He's worth 10 times what he makes. But it's going to be interesting to see what Miami does here the next couple of years with their roster.
Here's Farmar following the basket by LeBron James. Farmar passes to Johnson. And there's the feed to Gasol. The turnaround jumper. That's good. Gasol's got it all tied up now for the Lakers.
Such a difficult shot to defend, that turnaround.
LeBron against Johnson. James kicks to Allen. 6 to shoot. Cole dishes to James. Shot is no good, and the Lakers will go the other way with it. Now Farmar. Rejected by Battier.
And very quickly here in the first quarter, pronounced advantage for them on the glass.
Yeah, that's a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
Farmar, no good.
I tell you, the defense was right there, just waiting, doing a nice job of anticipating that play.
Steve, every team needs tough interior defense to be successful. I like the way they're working the ball inside, because when you do that, you get higher percentage shots, and typically good things happen.
Inside to Gasol. And Shane Battier gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Third team foul.
Here's Farmar, and that's not going to go. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Heat lead by 2. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And we welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast as the second quarter is about ready to get underway. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Well, they've definitely had the hot hand from the three-point line so far. Always nice to start out like that.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
James, the pass to Haslam. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Haslam's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Heat. Bryant with a screen on Chalmers. Farmar kicks to Bryant. Got a piece of it. And here's the fast break. Chalmers leading the way.
Yeah, he put himself in great position to finish that break off, guys.
Yep, right to the rack.
Nash is checked in for Jordan Farmar. The Heat shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
Well, this is a club that shot 75% as a team from the free throw line last season.
Hey, last season Chalmers missed a game-winning shot. That happens to a lot of guys in this league, but what he did the next game is of note. He made 10 threes, and arguably his best game ever, as he set a Miami Heat team record for makes beyond the arc.
And that one's good. Chalmers has got 7 points in the game.
I love it. Nothing better than a hustle play like that one. Gets the whole team amped up.
Here's Nash. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Outside Bryant. Pass to Keenan. Johnson dishes to Hill. And he drops in the layup off the bench. And Mario Chalmers grew up in Alaska. Not too many NBA players hailing from up there. Taken with the 34th pick back in 08.
He's played his entire career with the Heat, and really it was a perfect situation for him when LeBron arrived, because he's a kind of a combo guard. He plays the point, but he's an excellent spot-up shooter. So he can play off of LeBron and Wade quite well.
Just 3 to shoot. Bosh can't hit.
He's got a nice touch on that shot normally, but good defense there clogging the lane.
Here's Johnson. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
You know, the hope was that a change of scenery and a chance to run up and down the wings would be just what was needed to get Wesley Johnson going in the NBA, but that just didn't happen for him last season.
And that one falls for Johnson. And for Wes Johnson, the 4th overall pick back in 2010 out of Syracuse, he just hasn't been able, Steve, to break through.
Yeah, you wonder why, because he's got great size and athleticism, beautiful shooting stroke, and yet the shooting numbers just aren't there. So I thought he would be better coming into this league, but we'll see if he's able to develop and find a niche somewhere.
And Johnson drops them both.
Well, for the Lakers last season, it seemed there was so much turmoil throughout the year. Injuries, coaching-wise, changes in the offense. And they never were able to really gain any momentum. They made a decent run at the end of the season, but that didn't carry over into the postseason when they were swept by the Lakers in the first round.
Shot is good, and the Heat's lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Bryant.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a nice look.
Poor job by the defender to not fight over or around that screen.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Guys, as you know, the Miami Heat try to keep the plays they run as simple as they can and rely on their talent and teamwork to win them games. But playing like that can present its own kind of problems. Coach Spoelstra said, quote, "The challenge is not getting bored with simplicity." Simple is what works, though, as evidenced by their back-to-back titles, guys.
Well, Doris, sometimes it makes sense to keep it simple. Thanks. Wade passes to Haslam. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Wade's got 5 assists in the game. I think going back to D'Antoni and the Lakers, that Howard and Gasol were made more than a little disgruntled with how Clark he made use or didn't make use of them offensively.
You know, the Lakers brought in D'Antoni to try to emphasize Steve Nash and his role in the offense, but I think they neglected how that would affect the 7-footers. Didn't do a really good job of incorporating those guys, and when you've got Kobe getting his shots, that's a tough dynamic to work through.
Nash kicks to Johnson. It's good. This game is all even. Johnson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Ryan against Wade. The dish now to Haslam. Wade left side. Makes it off the glass. Wade's got 8 points.
How many times have we seen him do that? Just batter a defense with his ability to explode to the basket.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
Well, he sees something that he doesn't like. I'm not sure what it is, but I think he's going to make some changes here.
I think you've got to make your adjustments pretty quickly like he's doing here. Otherwise, you know, things can get out of hand. So this is a good timeout.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Well, guys, I was able to listen in on what Eric Spoelstra was going over with his team in that last huddle. He spoke very adamantly about being much more active in defending the perimeter shot, saying no more soft defense on the perimeter. I want you guys all over their shooters. So, Kevin, change is already being made on the fly here in the second quarter.
Thanks again, Doris. And here's the fast break. Chalmers leading the way.
Yeah, he didn't even bother to wait around for any help on that break.
That was a one-man job all the way, Steve. He knew what to do with it and when.
Lakers trail by 4. Kobe gets a screen from Kaman. Bryant drives in, and the layup's good off the glass. Bryant's got 19 points.
And fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number 1.
And Hill with the block. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Quick hands and the ability to anticipate the opening to create a turnover, so valuable, especially for a guard, as we see 2 tremendous talents with their ability to steal that ball away.
And, of course, you look at the numbers. John Stockton with 3,265 steals over his career. Really a crazy number, averaged over 2 a game, and even in his later years, he was a threat in that regard.
Pau Gasol is checked in for Hill. Nash dishes to Gasol. Kaman kicks to Kobe. Shot clock at 6. The jump hook, and the Lakers take on 2 more.
Well, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
And here's Wade. 8 points for him. Here's Chalmers. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Chalmers has got 9 points now in the quarter.
Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's gotten it going now.
Kaman kicks to Gasol. Good on the shot. Gasol's got the game tied up here for Los Angeles.
Textbook right there. Nice pass, great catch, beautiful finish.
Bosh against Kaman. Wade gets a screen from Haslam. Allen passes to Wade. He kicks it to Haslam. No luck. Good work defensively by Gasol.
You've got to like what they've been doing down there in the low post, Clark.
I do. I love it. Their rebounding has been outstanding. So important in a tight game.
Ryan in the post. Defended by Chalmers. And they take the lead. Kaman's got the lead up to 2 now for the Lakers.
How about the delivery in the lane? Just perfectly done.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
Kaman gave up his old caveman look, guys, but he's still an intimidating presence in the post. Good size and strength and doesn't really get pushed around. Also excellent timing when it comes to shot blocking.
Shane Battier is checked in for the Heat. The Heat have gone 8 of 12 since the start of the second quarter. That's a really high percentage, hitting around 67%. Battier sets the pick for Wade. Gasol with the steal. Young dishes to Kobe. Nash drives in. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe. And it's a 4-point Laker lead. And Chris Kaman skilled offensively. Ambidextrous, finishing inside, and a good mid-range shooter.
Yeah, I think he's really good offensively. He's got a lot of skill. He's tough to handle. And the question mark with him is defensively. You know, his weak side rotations can be late. He's never really been, you know, a center that you kind of solidify your defense around.
You know, people look at Mario Chalmers and say he might not be your typical point guard. He's not a big-time penetrator or playmaker, but he's a good fit for the Heat with his active defense and spot-up shooting from long range. I think it's a hand-in-glove fit, actually.
No good on that one. And Chalmers, a 3-time All-American and NCAA champion his junior season at Kansas, received the Most Outstanding Player Award for that 2008 tournament.
Hit what was probably the biggest shot in Kansas history, the three-pointer that sent that game against Memphis into overtime that allowed the Jayhawks to go on and win that national championship.
He hits the second from the line.
A lot of people thought the East would be a cakewalk for Miami last year, but Indiana made sure that wasn't going to be the case. What a series with the Pacers using their size and strength to pound Miami down low, and eventually the Heat were able to pull it out, but boy, was that a tough series.
He is really having a good quarter, a strong quarter, an efficient quarter, doing a lot of positive things out there.
Here's Cole, defended by Nash. And Cole kicks to Anderson, and that one's good. And just to touch back on the Eastern Conference Finals, went to a Game 7 where Miami ran away with the game. But, you know, Clark, if it weren't for the heroics of LeBron earlier in the series, it could have been the Pacers that took on San Antonio in the finals.
You know, I was thinking a little bit about two former ABA teams meeting in the NBA Finals, but the Heat managed to steal Game 1, and I thought that proved to be the difference in the end. That was a game the Pacers had and didn't squeeze. But the way these two teams are constructed, they should be seeing a lot more of each other in the near future. And I think that's great for the league because whenever they meet up in the regular season or the playoffs, it's always been a battle the last couple of years.
Nice rivalry developing between those two.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
A good one brewing there.
Nash with it. Over to the wing. Blake for three. Good, and the assist goes to Nash. Nash has got his 4th assist in this one.
What are they thinking leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
Here's Anderson. Tries again. And at last, they get one to fall. Anderson's got 4 points this quarter. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Now, here's Nash. He's guarded by Cole. Now, here's Nash. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Kaman. Anderson with the block. Now Wade. Anderson outside. Wade passes to Anderson. That's good from Wade on the assist by Anderson. Wade's got it all tied up now for Miami. Nash outside. The putback and finished off by Gasol.
Well, I love that aggression. Forget about the tip. Just grab the thing and slam it home.
Well, what a way to get second chance points.
Yeah, don't take any risks. Just put that ball back in the hoop.
And Cole kicks to Wade. Young with the steal. Nash outside. 1:29 left to play in the first half. Young against Battier. Clock at 4, and stolen by Chalmers. And Wade slams it in.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
It feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
To the left side wing. The open shot. Nash. Nash with another miss.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Pulls up on the elbow. Here's Anderson. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Anderson's got 6 points in the quarter. The Lakers trail. Dishes to Nash. Pass to Young. Fades back, and Kaman finishes inside. Kaman's got 8 points.
Boy, after struggling in the first quarter, he's come alive here in the second.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here is Chalmers. He's got 12. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. The Heat making a switch here. Here's Farmar. Banked in off the glass. Farmar's got his first basket.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Here's James, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
You know, even from here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Yep, pretty obvious. And a good call by the official.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
2 shots.
The first one falls. And both free throws good for LeBron. Up in time. Tie game in Los Angeles. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Dwayne, give us your perspective on that first half.
I like the way we started the game. You know, sometime on the road we start off slow, so I thought we got to the fight early. And it's two good teams, so, you know, it's the way it should be.
Dwayne, thank you. Always fun to watch. Guys, over to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And folks, stay right where you are for the halftime show. Then we'll be back for the start of the second half in the third quarter.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
This is 2K Sports. I hope your week is off to a good start on this Monday. The Lakers have been battling. A dramatic advantage in the paint. They're getting right in close and converting the kind of buckets they want. Kobe's been lights out in the first 2 quarters. What he's been able to do from the field has been nothing short of spectacular. Only a select few players in the league can shoot the ball like that. Also, Miami looking good in the first half. Smart decision-making offensively, great ball handling. They've been limiting turnovers. And LeBron is absolutely dominating. He's got 21 points. He's been dynamic on both ends of the court, finding teammates, playing tough D on the other end. Thanks so much for joining me here in studio. Second half action is coming right up. We hope you enjoy the rest of the game.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Welcome back as we return here at the Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. You look at Kobe Bryant in this game, I mean, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, the magic touch with the ball. He just made great decisions, piling up the assists there in the first half, and really doing a nice job for his teammates.
You know, it isn't a very common occurrence, Steve. Typically, he's more likely to be on the receiving end of the pass, but so far, it's been the other way around here.
Chalmers against Nash. Here's Kaman. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist. 10 points for Chris Kaman.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
James gets to Chalmers. Chalmers off the pick from Bosch. And he converts the layup. Bosch has got the game tied up here for Miami.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
No question. Pound it into the painted area and continue to put pressure on that defense.
Gasol dishes to Nash. Clock at 6. And there's the pass to Keenan. Bosch grabs the miss.
You know, Miami went to that smaller lineup last season, and a big change in that was having Chris Bosh move over to the 5 spot. Not his natural position, but I thought he held his own both offensively and defensively playing in the middle.
And for Bosch playing the center, Steve, he's giving up some weight out there.
But he's a very smart defender. He avoids fouls, and you know the way the league is these days, Kevin, most teams play smaller, and Bosch can normally find a center that he can guard without too much trouble. But there are a few matchups around the league that are a problem.
Well, they got the speed and the pressure of that Miami defense. You think they're able to compensate for any lack of size inside by using those other things.
Yeah, that's normally the case against, I would say, the vast majority of the league.
He hits both from the stripe.
You know, last season, a lot of folks had the Lakers picked as the super team in the West, the team that would maybe challenge Miami and LeBron, but from the start, it just never was a cohesive group and really had one of the most disappointing seasons in the Lakers' history.
Boy, he had a good look at that one. You hate to miss that shot.
Chalmers pass to LeBron. Inside to Bosch. He dishes it to Chalmers. Bosch, a screen on Bryant. Chalmers with it, and Kaman picks him up defensively. LeBron, no good. Clark, as you said, the Lakers had a lot of lofty expectations put on them, but you never know what's going to happen when a team is put together. And Steve, they just couldn't reach that bar that was set so high for them.
You know, the expectations were so high, Kevin, but injury issues cost them all season long. Nash, Howard, Powell, and of course Kobe with the Achilles at the end of the year. And that unit only started 7 games all season together, so they never really were able to develop any chemistry.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Yes, guys, for Steve Nash last season, he became named just the 5th player in league history to crack 10,000 assists, joining John Stockton, Jason Kidd, Mark Jackson, and Magic Johnson. Nash said, to have just one scholarship offer and to play in the NBA as long as I have and to be on a list with people like Magic is beyond my wildest dreams. Adding, it's incredibly special, humbling, and a tribute to playing with a lot of great players over my career. No surprise, fellas, giving credit to his teammates.
Well, you have to like that focus on the team first. Thanks, Doris. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Nash drives in. Outside, Kobe for the lead, and the layup is good. Kobe's got 25 points.
I don't know what's happening to their defense. I mean, they don't have any effort, any purpose.
And it's really costing them. I mean, the last 5 baskets at that end have been on very easy looks.
Now a timeout called by Miami. Kobe Bryant really making a difference.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow him down.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to hear the advice Mike D'Antoni gave to his team during that break. He mentioned the need for more use of the pick and roll. It's a basic component of their offense that he said he hasn't seen nearly enough of. Probably a good time to make some changes with a good chunk of the second half still to go, Kevin.
All right, Doris. And Chalmers kicks to LeBron. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. And the shot is good.
Terrific finish to get this game all knotted up. He is just a force when he gets inside.
And the Lakers call time here. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Young dishes to Gasol. Shoots from 14. Again, the Lakers.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Wade outside. He feeds it to Haslam. LeBron against Young. That's good. 25 points for LeBron.
You know, his performance has been so important to this team. He's as dependable as ever, guys.
Good look from Bryant. Again, the Lakers.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
And Chalmers kicks to Bosh. Pass to LeBron. Baseline try. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. LeBron's got it all tied up now for Miami. Chalmers against Nash. Tries to save it. LeBron with it. He's got 27 to the left side wing. And Chalmers kicks to Haslam. For the lead. Shot's good. And now a 3-point Heat lead. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Heat.
Their activity at the defensive end, Kevin, has been really impressive. Attacking and coming away with steals.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well. Well, let's start with the positive and the Lakers postseason. They did make it. That's all that can be said, is their dramatic passing of Utah and the Rockets down the stretch to take the 7th seed was really the lone highlight of what would be a quick exit from the playoffs for them.
The free throw drops for Kaman. Going back to the Lakers, swept in 4 straight by the Spurs, and none of the games really that close. Spurs, Steve, just dominated them in every sense of the word. Injuries didn't help either.
No, they didn't help, but you know, the Spurs just outplayed whoever was on the floor for LA. And I think a lot of people thought that the Spurs would be a good first-round matchup for the Lakers, but that notion was quickly squashed. San Antonio just totally dominant.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Bosch. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. Wade's got his 7th assist in the game. Lakers trail by 4. Outside, Kobe. The pass to Keenan. And stolen by LeBron. Kicks it to Wade. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. And folks, what an outstanding array of talent we've got here. Just look at the list for all-time career scoring average. Jordan and Chamberlain and LeBron.
And, of course, those guys were much more than just scorers, Kevin. They were winners, champions. But, you know, as you work your way up that list, no question, that is elite company.
Here's Chalmers. Shot is off. Kaman with the defensive effort. It's Nash with the drive. That's good, and the Heat lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Kobe.
These guys know each other well, clearly, because that was a beautiful pass.
Bosch, that's the pick for Chalmers. Out to Wade. LeBron outside. Good ball movement here by Miami. Bosch with the bucket.
Intelligent passing there to make that hoop possible.
The Lakers have gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. Nash against Chalmers. Knocked away and out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. And some changes here for the Heat. Anderson comes in for Chris Bosh. And Shane Battier subbed in for Dwayne Wade. The Heat leading by 4. LeBron outside. Here's Allen. Anderson passes to Allen. Shot clock at 5. And it's sent back by Bryant. Johnson kicks to Kobe. Feeds to Farmer. Passes it to Keenan. Now the dish to Farmer. For 3. And another 3 for the Lakers.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Here's Cole. Battier outside. Cole dishes to LeBron. And that one's good.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effective.
Yeah, and until they do, the problems inside are only going to get worse.
The feed to Farmer. That's good, and it's Kobe with the assist. Farmar's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, Kobe's never been shy about shooting. You know, a lot of people would argue that he gets maybe a little too shot happy sometimes, but you want a guy who's dominant. You want a guy who's not afraid, who's going to fail and just come right back and fire away the next time.
And stolen by Farmer. Up the floor for the lead. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Really good work defensively. This coach has to be happy with his team.
Yeah, forcing that miss right there, great effort.
And when you talk about Kobe's role offensively for the Lakers, it's worth mentioning last season was one of his most efficient scoring the basketball.
It really was, and you consider the turmoil that surrounded the Lakers all season. It was remarkable that Kobe was as even-keeled as he was, stayed focused, and start to finish, he delivered the type of all-star performance that he always does. Very impressive.
Here's Farmar, defended by Cole. Farmar, no good.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yes, sir, fellas. They've had it going on big time.
Big time, it's right, Clark. A lot of momentum here offensively.
Shot clock at 6. Farmar takes it away. Came in a screen on Allen. The open shot, Kobe. That one wide left. Miami leading by 5. LeBron passes to Cole. He kicks it to Anderson. LeBron against Bryant. James dishes to Anderson. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. Now when you think of the great playmakers in league history, John Stockton per game averaged double-digit dimes. Think of this. For his career, 15,806 career assists. A record you knew right off would stand for a very long time.
And he wasn't really a flashy passer like a lot of the great playmakers you think of, but just always in control. Kind of an old school game, but one that was tremendously successful over the course of his almost 2 decades with the Utah Jazz.
And Hill throws it down.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
Well, that's how you send it. 2 hands and hammer it down.
Miami's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. And Cole kicks to Battier. Pass to Cole. It's back to Battier. 6 on the shot clock. Johnson with the block. This is to Kobe. It's deflected. It's stolen by Allen. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That's on Jordan Farmar.
Nice work to get inside and draw the foul.
Yeah, it's obvious the defense not going to allow many easy layups. They're going to make you earn it from the line.
The Heat have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. No good on that one.
You know, when something works for you, you stay with it. The Heat saw after the 2012 finals that small ball was very effective for them. You can see why they chose to do that, given how hard it is to find a power forward that can match up with LeBron. Makes good sense.
That one misses. And mismatches really are what make an NBA offense go at times. Not only can Miami overpower you, Steve, you know, with their sheer talent at times, but if you're trying to guard a perimeter player with a big, you're going to be in trouble.
Well, some people still see small ball as a gimmick, but, you know, for Miami, it's different because you've got LeBron James playing the power forward. So it's not really small ball. He can rebound, he can defend, he can do everything. And so the Heat become a nightmare to guard at the other end, and you can rarely take advantage of them offensively.
It's stolen by Haslem. And Cole kicks to Allen. Will not go. This is off the front iron. To tie. No good. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Miami ahead, leading by 3. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. And now a brief chance to view our State Farm assist of the game. It's 1 of 7 terrific assists on the night from Wade.
And what you love about his ability to pass the ball, Kevin, is that it just seems so natural to him, so fluid. He's always in control, understanding where his teammates are and anticipating passing angles.
Miami leading by 3. It's LeBron with the drive. A baseline J. Rebounded by the Lakers. Hill's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Young with the ball. Now defended by Chalmers. Young passes to Blake. Johnson outside. 5 to shoot. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
But Wesley Johnson has been getting it done. He has 9 points, and he's blocked a shot today as well.
Well, he showed off how intelligent he is defensively. He understands where the ball is, where players are, what's happening in front of them.
That free throw, no good.
The Heat have magnificent talent, but even coming off an NBA title, they had never put their name into the conversation of the great teams until last spring when they went on that amazing 27-game winning streak.
And he sinks the second. And for the Heat, they were staring right at the 72 Lakers win record, and I'm sure everyone remembers, but ultimately they would fall, Steve, to the Bulls after 27 consecutive wins.
Yeah, that streak to me was one of the great feats in NBA history. Winning 27 games in a row in the regular season, so difficult, but it showed you what the Heat were made of. They really were battling every night, and I thought that put them on a great run heading into the playoffs.
Blake with it. Wade picks him up. Johnson dishes to Blake. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Young. It's good. This game is all even.
And this game is really heated up. I didn't think it could get any more high scoring than it already was.
Well, there's always room for more offense, Steve. You know that.
And Chalmers kicks to James. He dishes it to Bosh. Johnson against Wade. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
You know, if you just look at the numbers without knowing who Dwayne Wade was, you'd think he was probably 6'7" or 6'8", but the way he blocks shots and rebounds, even at 6'4", he just plays much bigger than he really is.
And he knocks down the first one. And you go back, Clark, to that big man game for Wade, averaging about a block shot a game for his career.
Well, you think about it. He's 6'5", but he actually has a 6'11" wingspan, and you're not going to find a stronger guy at the shooting guard position. He's over 220 pounds, and there's nothing extra there, so he brings a lot to the table.
Both free throws good from Wade.
Lakers ended up 17-13 against Eastern Conference teams last year, but that wasn't really a dominating effort. Certainly not what you would expect from a playoff team.
And the shot is good.
Loose defense at such a critical time. You're better off sending him to the line than giving him 2 points.
Bosh kicks to LeBron. He feeds it to Wade. From 8. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Well, and to make the playoffs in the West, you do need to have a record similar to that of the Lakers against the East. You know, Steve, no team that made the postseason in the West had a record below 500. So the Lakers took care of what they needed to.
Well, you know what's odd, Kevin, is that in the shortened season before, when the Lakers were the cream of the Pacific Division and everything was going well, they only went 500 against the East. So, you know, if they want to bounce back this season, they'll need to not give away games and make sure they keep their out-of-conference record better than 500.
And, guys, here in the 4th quarter, still a close game.
Yeah, and actually still too close to call. I mean, this one is tight.
This could be an instant classic, fellas. I mean, this thing has all the looks of a game that's going to go right down to the last shot.
With the fadeaway. Chris Bosh with the rebound. Bosh has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Wade outside. Back to LeBron. James gets the screen from Bosh. And Hill with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. Chris Kaman has checked in for the Lakers. Bryant comes in for Steve Blake.
Chris Kaman. Kobe Bryant.
A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th. Wade, good.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
And even if it costs them some foul trouble, I mean, they need to start putting some bodies on bodies. Be physical.
Young pass to Keeman. Bryant dishes to Young. Keeman sets a screen for Young. Tries again, and it's Kaman missing.
Hey, the defense was right there, just waiting, doing a nice job of anticipating that play.
Steve, every team needs tough interior defense to be successful.
And what jumps out at you guys, the assist totals. I mean, they have been dominant in that category. It's the ball movement, the player movement, great rhythm to their offense.
Clearly seems to me a different mindset between these teams.
Can't get a much better look than that, though.
Sure can't. Not one you'd expect him to miss there.
And the shot is good. 22 points for Dwayne Wade.
Well, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
Well, and that's why they're on this run, guys. They're getting the ball inside and getting really high percentage looks.
Nash kicks to Young. To stop the run, and he gets it to go.
Boy, they have been terrific from beyond the arc here in the second half. You look at the percentages, good numbers.
Just what the pharmacist prescribed. Those three-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they keep it up.
Here's Wade. Wade missing again.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
Bryant against Chalmers. Kobe passes to Young. Just 5 on the clock. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Near the three-point line, it's Nash. Miami grabs the miss. Haslam's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Chalmers with it, and Kaman picks him up defensively. Chalmers dishes to LeBron. Shoots a fader. Offensive rebound. Lakers trail by 4. And Bryant kicks to Nash. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. To the middle. From 11 feet away. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
That's a big basket there. You can expect him to be very involved and aggressive the rest of the way.
Young against James. And Wade slams it in.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play we're going to remember when this game is all said and done.
Los Angeles has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Timeout called the Lakers.
Wade seems to be slowing down just a touch, and the difficulty as you get older when you're not a great jump shooter, which Wade is not, is that the defenses will back off you. And that's the big challenge now for Dwayne Wade, adjusting to that newer style of defense that he's going to be looking at.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, I was able to hear the advice Mike D'Antoni gave to his team during that break. He urged his players to keep fighting, saying, we're right there, but the margin of error has shrunk. We've got to play aggressive and smart. Guys?
Here's Nash. No good off the back of the rim. And Steve, you go back to the strong output for Dwayne Wade last season for the 4th time. In his career, he averaged over 20 points and 5 rebounds and 5 assists a game. Clark, one of only 4 players in the league last season to hit that mark.
And Kevin, he led all shooting guards in player efficiency rating for the 5th consecutive season. Some might argue, but the numbers speak truth. He's the best shooting guard in the game.
They are owning the lane right now. Every one of their last 10 points has come either at or near the rim.
Great looks in tight because they're finding lanes to the hoop whenever they want them.
Los Angeles having lots of trouble defending against LeBron.
8 rebounds and some big-time point production as well. He's had great awareness out there, exploiting those passing lanes and coming up with steals.
Well, it really does seem like he's been one step ahead of everybody else out there, anticipating plays so well.
Free throw good, LeBron. Lakers trail by 7. Nash kicks to Bryant. Pass to Kaman. Young outside. On the wing, Bryant. Left side, Bryant. No luck. Wade with the defensive effort.
Another strong rebound, just like we've gotten used to seeing from them today.
Yeah, 1 or 2 more of those and this lead will be double digits. Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Well, they already had him staggered, and now all of a sudden they're throwing some haymakers.
Now here's Nash. And the pass to Bryant. to the left side wing. Kaman passes to Kobe.
What a huge play.
I like that they're taking it inside and taking advantage of each opportunity, Clark, to chip away at the deficit.
Yeah, and doing it with the dunk is a major energizer, too. Gets the momentum going.
Yeah, and I think the interior defense, as good a job offensively as we saw, the defensive presence was almost non-existent. They may see this lead disappear if they continue to give up those easy points.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. LeBron, that's a two-pointer. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
This quarter has not been his best. The defense may be starting to affect him a little bit.
Shots good from Young.
Well, his scoring this quarter has been off the charts, and the complexion of the game as a result may change.
Now Wade on the wing, James. Some solid defense from Gasol. Kobe dishes to Gasol. Young against Chalmers. Nash kicks to Kaman. And he gets it to go.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today. They've needed it.
I think his ability to run the pick and roll is practically unrivaled. He sets great screens, hardly ever gets called, for moving his feet for an offensive foul, and then he reads the defender and makes a play from there.
And, once he rolls out of the screen, which he does quite well, he's flawless as a finisher if he gets the ball inside.
James kicks to Wade. Back to LeBron. From deep. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. 37 points for LeBron.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Chalmers against Nash. Outside Gasol. Kicks it to Kobe. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Kobe's got 35.
Boy, he's making it look really easy right now. I expect him to continue to run the offense through him until the defense makes him change plans.
Timeout called the Heat.
Yeah, clearly they were starting to show signs of fatigue, so coach wanted to give them a second to get their win back.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Well, guys, I was able to listen in on what Eric Spoelstra was going over with his team in that last huddle. He said their plan was run their offense through LeBron. Their offense will be more effective, Coach said, if they get him more involved. And knowing what he brings to the table, that usually holds true. He also wants them to concentrate on working as a team at the offensive end. Passing, patience, and teamwork. Those were the messages. It's pretty late in the game to be altering the game plan, but they're going to come out with a different look here, guys. Back to you.
Thanks again, Doris. Lakers trail by 6. Came in a screen on Wade. Kobe Bryant again. Bryant's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Just seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. It's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Wade passes to James. Takes it off the glass. James has got 41.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
Timeout called the Lakers. They're trailing by 6. 1:44 left in the game. 1:44 left in the fourth quarter of this one. On the high post, Yepick goes in, and the Miami lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Bryant.
The points just keep coming for him this quarter. And just at the right time, too, as they try to narrow the deficit.
The drive by LeBron. Feeds to Haslam. Back to LeBron. Here's the teardrop. He takes it up and lays it in. LeBron's got 43 points.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. That's a good strategy when you're on top. How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive aggressive move, too, Kevin.
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
Well, that's how you send it. 2 hands and hammer it down.
And the Heat call time here. They're up by 4. There's 1:17 left in the fourth quarter. .114 left in the fourth quarter. That's good. James has got 45 points.
This guy's putting on a clinic out there. Everything is sound and sharp and crisp. He's really the centerpiece of their offense.
Nash dishes to Young. Knocked loose, his foot, and it's whistled a kick. And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter. Bryant is doubled. Here's Gasol. Good! And now they trail by just 4.
Nice pass. That one was right on target.
Chalmers with it. Guarded now by Nash. James right side. Wade fires. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Absolutely critical chance right here.
Yeah, they need this one to go their way, Kevin.
Kobe, no luck. And they go to the intentional foul. And that'll be Miami as it goes out of bounds. The Heat retain possession.
Yeah, so close to picking that pass off, guys.
At least he got a hand on it. He did what he needed to do to make sure it didn't hit the target.
There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And he commits the intentional foul.
Nice numbers from D. Wade. He's got 26 points and a huge helping of assists as well.
Now, he's a maestro, Clark. I mean, the conductor of this offense putting on a fantastic performance.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And nothing you can do to salvage this one at this point. Game over.
Not anymore. Any chance they had is gone. It's been a humongous fourth quarter for him, especially from long range. He's in a groove, and that tray of his has just been dead.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
Perfectly done at the stripe there, and that brings their lead up to an even more comfortable level.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're losing by 7. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And the basket by Blake.
You know, on defense, even on an inbounds play, you can't leave three-point shooters alone on the perimeter. They paid for it there.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Yeah, no question, the right call at this point. You can't let them just dribble it out.
That's right. I mean, you got to send them to the line and hope for a few misses.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game. Los Angeles has gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. Kobe kicks to Young. And here is Blake. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. And so it's Miami winning this one. Both teams played well, but these guys had the edge.
Yeah, I think so. They were just steak knife sharp. Very on top of their game here.
Well said. And now let's go over to Doris Burke on the sideline for an interview with the Jordan Player of the Game. Doris, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron fans obviously love seeing both you and Kobe on the floor out there competing. What does it mean to you in a game like tonight?
It means a lot to go against him. That's somebody I idolized when I was in high school, and to be on the same floor with him, 2 times a year, it's great. He's one of the best of all time, still one of the best in this league today, and it's always good going against someone that you know is going to compete every possession.
Thank you.